Hello, in this video I'll be showing you how to improve your whiff punish game while playing in neutral. This doesn't only just apply to Street Fighter. Even with Tekken 8 and MK1 coming up, this is a fundamental you can practice on those games as well. So enough rambling, let's just jump into the game and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so now that we're in the game, I'll go over the concept first, show you what it's all about, and then I'll show a replay or part of a replay on the concept that I'm talking about. So after watching this video of Say Jams, it was about improving your neutral and whiff punishing, so I'm kind of just relaying this info, but I've been practicing it lately and it's been kind of helpful and working for me. So what I mean is whiffing buttons in neutral. I notice a lot of people, they just walk and block. They're not really that active in neutral, which you kind of should be, because you want to entice your opponent to press buttons, and you can only do that by, you know, pressing buttons yourself. So what this will do is coerce your opponent into pressing buttons because, hey, they're pressing this button, let me try and whiff punish them. But then that's when you just preemptively throw out another button, like for instance Rashid's either crouching heavy punch or standing heavy kick. You notice how when I press standing heavy kick, he goes forward, but he also reels back a little bit. I've caught people walking in or just trying to whiff punish me, and I'll press crouching light kick right after into drive rush buffer, and I'll punish them. So I've been told this is kind of like having a conversation in Street Fighter or just in fighting games.
Getting cold feet?
And it's kind of a weird way to put it, but it's kind of true. Like, you're sticking out a button, and that is like saying, hey, what's up? How are you doing? How you doing? And then, you know, your opponent's response is to press buttons back. Like, hey, not much. What are you doing? You know, it's a conversation in fighting games, but it's, you know, it's kind of weird that way, but it's true. So you don't want to be just crazy when it comes to whiffing buttons. You want to be diligent about it. Figure out what buttons your opponent likes to press in neutral first, and then start pressing buttons outside of that range. Make them want to walk in range and try and press that button, and then bagoosh, you just whiff punish them. I'll try to set up Luke doing it. So here I have Luke whiffing a button. Let's just say I press standing heavy. Hold on. I press standing heavy kick. Whoops. And he whiffs. I know this isn't kind of practical because it's not a real match, but you get the gist of it. Something like that, you know. Just be diligent about it. Don't be too crazy, you know, like with a button, maybe walk out of range. See what they want to do first, you know, after you whiff a button. Don't just like do it right away. See what they like to do in response. And then, because I've had a few opponents, they'll either like dash up and try and whiff punish me, or they'll just try to straight up walk up on me, and then I preemptively hit them with a crouch medium kick and a buffer. And now they're in the corner. But now that I showed you the concept in training mode, let's jump into a replay example so I can show you. So here's kind of one good example. The jury has me in the corner almost, and she's low on life, but you'll notice every time I try to whiff a button, she'll just want to drive rush in. See, I whiff the crouching medium kick and she wants to drive rush in, and then that dash too. I whiff. See, I'm just whiffing and she keeps wanting to try to come in after me. And then the one time I clip her with my crouching medium kick, I confirm it into a super. Well, drive rush and then super. That's an okay example, but let me go to this Menol match so I can, because that has a better example. Okay, so finally I found a replay that showcases what I'm talking about, because last few replays I was trying, but like it wasn't really a good example because of what they were responding with. So this video, or this replay, gives a much better example of what I'm talking about in a real match. So I'm just gonna let it rock, and I'll point out what I'm doing and when the opponent, you know, falls for it. So you see me whiffing standing medium or heavy kick, and then just preemptively going for standing heavy kick or crouching medium kick. And then right there, I didn't even press a button. I just walked in range of a standing medium kick and walked out. So we'll go frame by frame. So I whiff and then do a preemptive crouching medium kick just in case he walks in range, and he doesn't. He backs up, throws a fireball. I walk at him, and then I see him walk at me. So I walk back and then walk forward. And then I see him walk forward again, and I'm like, oh, alright, back up. And then good thing he sits there, otherwise his standing medium kick wouldn't whiff. But just from using my buttons and walking in and out of his ranges entices him enough to press buttons. So this will set up whiff punishes like this. And then bagoosh! Standing heavy kick. And then you'll see more examples throughout this round. So you'll notice I just, yeah, right there, I'll try to, oops. I use crouching medium kick to see if he'd press something, and he tried to do solar plexus for some reason. So then he just he just falls apart at this point. So I'm pretty sure that's it. I clip him with a crouching medium kick. Okay, so right there, that was another perfect example. He walked at me to try and, you know, DI me, which you saw, but he didn't have enough health. But yeah, that's really it for this concept. It's kind of a small, not really small, honestly. It can make you a really good player if you know how to utilize it. It'll make your neutral game and whiff punishing game a lot easier, and just makes you understand neutral a lot better. Like, I was so lost on how to play neutral. I didn't know what, like, how to poke properly or how to counter poke or do this, set up proper whiff punishing. And not only on whiff you can do this, you can set up spacing traps through block pressure, say with just a light chain. So like crouching light punch, standing light punch, and then maybe end with a medium kick just to push you out a little further. And then, you know, test it with not each character, but characters with good buttons, and see if it pushes you out of range. And then you can practice using that block string pressure to set up a whiff punish. So it's not only done on whiff or in neutral, you know, just whiffing buttons, you can also set it up on block. But that's going to be it for this video. If you found it at all helpful, consider leaving it a like and subscribe for more content like this. Also, news regarding upcoming fighting games such as Tekken, Project L, and Mortal Kombat 1. But that's it. This is Darkson signing out. Take care.